So, just like in the case of descriptive and comparative research questions, we have some examples of statistical treatments that can be used in order to answer the relationship-based research questions. So, we have the statistical treatments for the relationship-based research question. So the most commonly used, or let's say the most popular statistical treatment usually used by many researchers if you are dealing with the relationship-based research question is through the use of Pearson R. So Pearson R is a statistical treatment that is used to test if there is a relationship, okay, between two variables. Note that these two variables should fall under ratio or interval scale. So just like in the case of varied concentrations of trompang elepante, varied concentrations of trompang elepante will fall under the ratio scale because the starting point is 0. It has an absolute 0. Furthermore, the zone of inhibition expressed in millimeters, its lowest possible value also is 0. Therefore, it falls under ratio scale. So that's an example. So we can use Pearson R if we have variables that will fall under ratio or interval scale. But in the case of ordinal scale, meaning to say, let's say two groups, or let's say two variables in which the data can be ranked, therefore it is an ordinal scale instead of Pearson R, so you will use Spearman-Rho. So Spearman-Rho is a statistical treatment that is used to test if there is a significant relationship that exists between two groups, or let's say two variables under the ordinal scale. So these are the most commonly used statistical treatments that can be utilized by the researchers in order to answer their specific questions if they will use relationship-based research questions. So in addition to the statistical treatments, let's try to figure out at this point the similarities between comparative research question, okay, and relationship-based research questions. So what's the similarity between the two? The similarity between the two is that both types of research questions, okay, they will initiate the so-called hypothesis testing. So therefore, if you have comparative and relationship-based research questions, it means that you should have hypothesis in your chapter 1. And of course, since you have hypothesis present in your study, it means that it must be tested. Okay? So for you to test your hypothesis, okay, data must be provided that will serve as your answers to your research questions. Then afterwards, this data will be subjected to the different statistical treatments. Those statistical treatments that we've mentioned before, like ANOVA, t-test independent, t-test dependent, Mann-Whitney U-test, Wilcoxon match paired signed rank test, Kruskal-Wallis H-test, Pearson R, and Spearman-Rho. And then the statistical treatment will make a decision whether your hypothesis will be accepted or rejected. And of course, the accepted hypothesis will serve as the conclusion, which is the answer to your research problem. So this is the connection of comparative and relationship-based research question. They call for hypothesis testing. And once you have hypothesis testing, it means that we are applying inferential statistics. So, inferential statistics will be the application once you have comparative and relationship-based research question. Recall, class, that inferential, meaning to say, you will formulate a conclusion based on the sample to generalize the population. So that is the strong connection between comparative and relationship-based research question. Okay? And then, for the last part, note that comparative and relationship-based question, not all research studies, okay, require comparative and relationship-based question, most especially if the research problem does not require you to investigate the differences and the relationship between or among variables. So, to sum it up, another thing that you need to consider, not all studies require comparative as well as relationship-based research question. Okay? Most especially if the research problem take note, does not require you to investigate the differences as well as the relationship of groups or, let's say, variables. Okay? So this will be the first thing also that you need to consider. So this will be the thing that you need to consider. Not all studies require comparative or relationship-based research questions. Most especially if the research problem, your research problem, does not require you to investigate the differences or the relationship between or among the groups or variables. So it depends on your research study. It depends in your research problem. So if your research problem does not require you to test the groups in terms of their differences or relationship, then there's no need for you to include comparative and relationship-based research questions. Okay? But of course, in our case, for the STEM strand, since you are dealing with natural sciences, so there is a need for us to investigate the differences, so that we can figure out if our independent variable is effective or not. So that concludes our discussion for our topic dealing with the research questions. So again, we discovered the 3 types of research questions in this lesson. Also, we identified the different guidelines in order to formulate the general and specific objectives.